Welcome people, welcome back. You don't know where Commander Brown, and this video comes on the heels of my previous video where I spoke about why the PlayStation Portal makes absolute sense, right? Now, in this video, I'm just going to be speaking about all the necessary accessories that I personally highly recommend. These are accessories that I truly believe that not only will improve your experience, but will protect your investment, right? Now, getting straight into it, what we have here is essential accessory number one, right? The protective case. Now the PlayStation Portal itself is a beautiful piece of device here. However, Sony gives you no way to carry it, right? That's where this comes in. It was very affordable, like about 10 bucks. I'll leave a link to that in the description below and all the other accessories that I'm going to be mentioning here. Now this design here is just a design. You have the flat finish one as well if you want to be a bit more low key, and this is option number 2 that they have with the portal design on top. I like it, right? Gives a nice gamer aesthetic. Now getting straight into it, here's a portal herself, right? Now you see me reaching here out of habit and instinct to take it up. However, that's a bit cumbersome, so they included a nice tab here. Can simply pull it up to raise it out of the case and you're good to go, right? She comes right to you, right? Now let's cast it aside here for a second. This is the case. As you can see, it has a nice molded interior here that fits the portal perfectly in its cradle and protects it from all the elements, right? Now there's a pull tab here that I just showed you. This protective flap here, which let's drop the portal back in here for a second, protects the screen from pretty much anything, right? Close it over, you're good to go. Now you also have up here a nice little pouch to keep all your essential accessories, your headphones, your USB-C charging cable here, which is the one that I actually got with the device itself, and pretty much anything else that you need. It fills the entire top half here. Very nice storage space. And of course a nice handle here. It's double zippered, very premium feeling, and a banger guys for the $10, yo. You can't lose with this, right? Hard shell, you can throw this anywhere and it will protect your portal, no problems, right? So yeah, that's it. Essential accessory number 1, simple, affordable, and a no-brainer accessory to get. Now, moving on to essential accessory number 2. These skins, right? These are lizard skins, as you would call it, for the DualSense controller. However, because the portal is shaped pretty much like a DualSense controller with a big old 8-inch screen smacked right there in the middle, these work perfectly, right? They give you a nice little sample here right on the outside of the packaging itself. It feels very, very nice, very grippy, right? And it has a little thickness to it, like a millimeter or so, but that's fine. I mean, let's grab back the portal here for a second. Let's take it back out of the case. Here you go. I know you guys been wondering what, from the very beginning, what the hell this is on a portal right here, but it's actually the lizard skins. Now looking at the packaging, I was actually wrong. Always read instructions, people. It's 0.5 millimeters thick. Yeah, they were fairly simple and fairly easy to install. They come in about 4 pieces for either side, one for the front and one for the back. Now the reason why I highly recommend these is for 2 reasons, right? It's white. And I don't know how many of y'all avid PS5 owners have this issue with the DualSense where, you know, if you've had it since launch especially, after a while those controllers get very grimy and very nasty looking. I've done my best to take care of mine, however it happens. Obviously, these will prevent that from happening. It covers exactly where your hand holds the controller, so your hands aren't making full contact with the thing. It will keep it clean and pristine for months, potentially years to come. And the second benefit to this thing is the fact that it provides grip. Just like its namesake, just like it says, Lizard Skins controller grip. It really and truly does provide excellent grip, right? It has a nice rubbery feel. You know, doesn't feel cheap. It actually feels molded onto the controller itself, and because it's really so thin, it doesn't interfere with the ergonomics at all, right? I love this. I actually prefer this over those plastic cases you see all over the place. You have the clear plastic shells that you see all around the place, and those other rubberized skins that you can slip the Portal in. But I have an issue with those. They create a recessed feel for like the buttons and the D-pad. I hate it, right? I tried those with my DualSense controllers and I threw them out almost immediately after making that video. If you guys have been with me from the very beginning, right? These are perfect. I can't ask for more. Grip and protects the controller from, you know, dirt and grime, right? Love it. And that's essential accessory number 2. Now moving on to essential accessory number 3. Screen protectors. Now this is not 100% necessary if you're someone who, you know, you trust yourself to not really and truly damage your Portal screen. For all of my devices with screens, my iPad, my iPhone, anything that has touch screen, which a Portal has, I always rock a screen protector, especially tempered glass screen protector where you don't really have any compromise with visual fidelity, right? And this is excellent value. It's a 4-pack, right? And it's tempered glass, as I said before. And here are the features. 9-inch hardness, as they would tell you in the description on the product page. Yet again, I'm leaving a link to all of these things. Scratch resistance, ultra slim, touch sensitive because the Portal has a touch screen. Edge-to-edge protection, tempered glass, as I said before. Anti-fingerprint, so it's oleophobic. Easy installation, it was a cinch to install, and no bubbles. Yeah, it was really easy to install. You get 4 of these things, 2 alcohol pads, you know, a little cheap microfiber cloth, a card to squeeze out any potential bubbles that may pop up, and of course your dust stickers, which nobody really uses, but they're there anyway. So they give you everything that you need to install this thing, right? Going back to the Portal here. Here it is on the screen. I bet you nobody here can tell that it's even on. I mean, there's some dust and fingerprints, of course, just from daily use and from it being in the case and whatnot. But here it is. If you look closely at the edge, maybe you can see it, maybe, but it aligns perfectly with the screen. It has a cutout for each one of the sticks here. And yeah, this thing is very, very good. It does not affect visual fidelity at all. I mean, in just simply turning it on here, as you guys can see, no issue whatsoever. I don't need to fret about accidentally scratching this thing or, you know, dropping anything on it by accident and breaking it. It's a very big screen here. And yeah, that's it, guys. Essential accessory number 3, very affordable. Check the link in the description below. Now moving on to essential accessory number 4, the headphones. Right before or right after the release of the Portal, I can't remember, I think it was before, Sony released those PlayStation Pulse Explore wireless headsets. Now, I've never owned them. I've seen too many bad reviews, user reviews, not even from influencers or whatever, but user reviews. I always look out for those, especially for popular products, you know, to get real life experiences and to know whether or not it's worth the investment. At $200 is a hard ask and a tall ask from Sony. I needed to make sure. And user reviews are very mixed. I see a lot of issues with disconnections and connectivity issues. They just didn't sound worth it, and I did not want to gamble on 200 bucks. So as you guys may have seen in my previous video, I actually got these from my PS5, the Anker Soundcore headphones here. Very premium, very nice, and a fraction of the cost of the Explorers. These sound even better than my Pulse 3D headsets, and I have no complaints with these, right? Most of the features of the Explorers as well. Just doesn't have that whole PlayStation Link thing going on, but I can live without that. No issues whatsoever. Check out that video if you want to know more about these. But this is what I'm using with the Portal, wired headphones. At first I thought they would have been inconvenient. However, I was not going to spend 200 bucks just to be wireless, right? But with the Portal itself being wireless, I really and truly haven't had any issues with these. I love them. And funny enough, these are the best sounding headphones I have for my PlayStation overall, right? This of course can't work with the PS5 unless you plug it into the controller. Perfecto, right? Zero latency, of course, with it being wired and plugging directly into the portal itself. They're beautiful, as you can see. They have this see-through crystalline finish. You can see the interior and all the bits and parts and whatever. You know, the wires are actually interchangeable and replaceable. However, these things cost less than 20 bucks. So, I mean, really and truly, just buy a new set if anything happens. And of course, I'll leave a link to them in the description below. I mean, here's the specs for you nerds, if you really and truly want to know what these things are all about. However, excellent bass, excellent clarity, excellent mid. 20 bucks versus 200 bucks for the Explorers. Pick your poison, people. I saved 180 bucks. I don't know about you. The only compromise, of course, with them being wired, and you have to be careful when you put on a portal. You have to remember to take them out and put them aside with the portal as well. However, these are my go-tos. Love them. They're so loud. They're way better than even the Pulse 3Ds. Sound even better than the anchors that I just showed you. Zero lag yet again. Excellent sound quality. Very loud. I have to turn it down to like 3/4. Anything higher than that and I risk ear damage. They're that loud and they're that good. Right? Highly recommend them. They're the KZ EDX Pro. Sorry I didn't mention the name in the beginning. I would have been excited, but yeah, this is it. The KZ EDX Pros, right? Check them out. Highly recommend them. For the cost, they're definitely worth rolling the dice on. So check the link in the description below. And moving on to essential accessory number 5, right? This is not 10, 5. The stick caps. Now, if you watched the previous video, you would have known that I was a bit on the fence as to whether or not I should have gotten these. The sticks are definitely a fair bit smaller than the standard DualSense controller sticks, right? So I did notice them for a while, and they did affect gameplay a bit in terms of accuracy and all of that. So I checked online. I didn't want to spend too much money, and I found these controller caps from Savage Raven. Love these things. Excellent value. You get 3 pairs here of various styles. Now here's what you get in the package, right? The skin grip, the FPS grip, and the CQC grip. Now looking at the package behind, the skin grip adds pretty much minimal bulk, 1 millimeters of additional height, and gives a more OEM original feel. The CQC Elite adds an additional 2.5 millimeters height and about 20% radius, which they claim improves accuracy. The FPS Master now, which is the third one in the package, has an additional 4.5 millimeters of height and additional 35% of bulk, right, which they claim improves more accuracy. Now, before I get into the package itself, I'm rocking the skin grip. These give the most all-around jack of all trades feel to me. I mean, it definitely improves my accuracy. It gives me more control in a wide variety of games, and this is my go-to. I love the fact that it actually adds an additional grip right here around the edges and has that recessed center here, right? So I love these. These are my go-tos. I added them, didn't feel the need to switch to the others. But so you guys can actually see what comes in a package here. Let's take this out. And here you go, right? The CQC Elites, which comparing them to these, they add a bit more bulk around the sides. However, with them not being on the sticks here, not exactly stretched out far enough. But the grip is a bit different, as you guys can see, and the recessed portion here has a bit of a convex kind of thing. It dips and then it sticks out in the center. You know, it I don't know how to describe it. I'm going to actually try these. They actually don't look and feel bad at all, but that's for later on. But just so you guys can see the difference here, you guys can pick your poison with that one. And this is the FPS Master. Look at this. It adds an additional height right there. an additional top piece there. So depending on how you hold the controller, you have a lot of mobility with your fingers. If you want more precision in your shooters, you have so much surface area, and you can grab down here, you can grab up here, the center of the stick. You know, this really and truly adds a lot of versatility for your firefights, right? Love these. However, I'm loving these, the skin grip so far. Combined with the lizard skins, this thing feels so great in the hands. I can lay up in bed all day and all night playing my Portal, no problems. And that's it. All 5 accessories that I personally recommend for the PS Portal. Love them. They're my daily drivers, and every single one of them I use every time I pick this thing up from the carrying case that you saw before. The controller stick caps, which I thought I did not need, but if you're on the fence, get them. They actually do really and truly make a difference, and yet again, they're affordable. The controller grip skins here, which I think is the best balance between, you know, light protection and actually improving ergonomics of this thing and not taking away from it. The screen protector, of course, and the headphones, right? Every single one of them have their use and their purpose. They're practical upgrades, and they're very affordable, right? And of excellent quality as well. So check them all out in the link below and let me know what you think, right? Hit me up in the comments, let me know what you think, let me know your experience with this thing so far. You know, any other accessories that you would actually recommend that I try and that you believe that would improve experience with this thing. Let me know your thoughts, people. So once again, thanks for tuning in. You don't know, I'll appreciate a like, subscribe, and of course hitting that little notification bell so you know when the next video is out. Don't know, I'll see you all in the next one, alright?